what a beautiful metaphor. Okay, this is the perfect place to have our metaphor. In the middle of the redwood forest, train tracks leading in two separate directions. Okay, before we get all into our metaphors and stuff, I see it, I heard it, stream or river of some sort, probably water coming from the mountains. And that looks like a great destination for right now. Oh, we made it. We made it. We are in the middle of a huge valley. Whew. Ah. Ah. This is living! This is it. This is living. I'm going into the water. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. You see how the water's curving? The curvature of water structuring itself. Being close to water is being close to joy. Oh my goodness. Might be prudent to do this video once I finish wading through the water. Something just touched my foot. That's nature. It's cool. A little creepy. Here we go. Hi friends. And hi friends, my true friends. Welcome back to my channel, Davina Reeves Chata here. We are going to have another short little talk about awakening. It's such an exciting experience. It's so exciting. It's so exciting that I felt really inspired to start this channel. I have been thinking about this channel for many years now. But there was always fear in the mix. I was afraid. I didn't know who I wanted to be when coming to you. I didn't know if I wanted to be a trauma therapist, or if I wanted to be an actress, or if I wanted to be a mother of 4 children giving mothering advice, if I wanted to be a therapeutic nutritionist, or if I wanted to be, these are many of the identities that I've created over a life. If I wanted to be a trauma victim, been there, done that. If I wanted to be an orphan adopted by my stepfather after my parents, after my mom died and my father left us, because he had a mental illness. Which identity do I want to present to the world? None of them. None of them. I don't want to present any of those things to the world. I want to work through all of them, get rid of all of them, and come back to this. That's what I wanted. That's the journey I've been on for so many years, since the age of 25. Today's conversation is around our train tracks here. These train tracks are like our journey in life. When you're moving forward on the train tracks, and you're a huge freight train and you're just going and going and going through life, building identity structures, all of these concepts around yourself. You just keep building and building and building, thinking that this track will take you to its destination. But I just read this beautiful quote. I'm reading Dune, the book, because I wanted to read the book before I watched the movie. And it said, and if you stand on the top of the mountain, you do not have the perspective of the mountain because you're on top of it. Awakening gives you perspective. Awakening gives you choice. Awakening brings you out of the subconscious, out of the unconscious layer of humanity, of the human experience, where you're just going on the train tracks that trauma, that life, that your parents, that society, that Bill Gates, that COVID, whatever structure it is, you are stuck on these train tracks, and you cannot, no matter what you do, escape your fate. it awaits you at the end of this track. And once you get to the end of the tracks with all of your freight and all of your experiences and this huge construct of yourself that you've built, once you get to the end, which is probably your death, if that's what we think the end is, or if you believe in reincarnation, you're just born again, you're carrying the same weight, the same karma, the same freight. And you've drug it all the way. And only then do you realize, when you start deconstructing to die, why did I do this? Like, why did I do this? Why did I carry all this trauma, all of this hate, all of this aggression, all of these identities, all of these constructs? Why did I carry them to the end of the road, of the railroad? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Don't wait. Don't wait till the end of the road to awaken. It's too late then. You're born into the next life and you carry the next karma and you go back asleep. In every moment, you have the possibility to awaken, to see, to look around, the beautiful trees, at the sun, the lights, at the animals, at the smells, at the sounds, at life that's expanding all around you. And you have this opportunity. It's right here in front of you. If we let go of all these identities and the freight that we're carrying us to the end of our trail, and then we realize, oh my gosh, it was all right here. This is it. This is it. This is it. There's nowhere to go. I'm right here. And all of a sudden, you see there's another side. There's this track and there's this track. It's the same track. I'm standing on the track. It's the same track. But this way leads to your enlightenment. It's the track that leads you back here. It's the track that takes you home. It's the track, the equal and opposite direction of where you were going, the construction that you were doing for yourself. It's the exact opposite way. The more you construct, the more ideas and concepts and opinions and ideas and constructs and opinions and eyes and identities, the more you construct, the more you create for yourself to deconstruct. The further you fall into the human experience, the deeper you go into alcohol and sex and porn and Netflix, and cigarettes and sex and porn and all of it. The deeper you fall into the human experience, the further you have to climb out. And the more you have to unpack, the more you have to let go of. Whatever you put on this freight, you will either carry it until the end, until what could have been your destiny turns into your fate, instead of unpacking it right here, right now. You just leave every construct, every idea that you've ever had. You just leave it here. You just get undressed. You just get naked. You get completely and utterly naked. You get naked. That is vulnerability. You are just here and present in every moment. You're ready. An opportunity comes. You hear it. You see it. You see the door opening because you also created that door opening. You are part of the experience. You begin to control. You begin to be the creator instead of just the creator. Then you start becoming the observer even further away. It's such a beautiful experience, this human experience. It's so rich and full of life and full of love. It's also annoying as shit. It's annoying as shit. Let's not just think that like, oh, it's all wonderful. It's not. It's shit. But this shit, it's important to realize that I also created this, that my perspective and my identity is clashing and confronted with another person's construct and identity and opinion, and our constructs are fighting. Our identities are in collision on the same track, going in opposite directions or going in the same direction. We're competing against each other. We're fighting. We're aggressive. Leave it. Drop it. Leave it here. Take all the freight, all of the unnecessary baggage you're carrying to your fate, and just change directions. That's what awakening is. It's changing directions and it's moving forward, but completely aware of every moment, every single moment, and the beauty around it. And it just happens that the forward movement is up, and you start moving up, and you start moving up, and you come onto this vertical track, this spiritual vertical track, and you begin to see things more clearly, understand things more clearly, and you begin to realize that every construct, everything that took me into a disagreement with somebody, that was just my ego's opinion, and you let it go. Because you realize that I have to let it go at some point. Do I let it go at the very end of my life, or do I let it go now, so that my unpacking at the end of my life is so much easier, and it's so much kinder, and I can embrace death, and I can embrace love, because it's the same thing. I don't even know what I just said. I don't know if that's true. I don't know. But it sounded really nice and it felt nice. I'm cold. I'm just gonna put on my jacket. Let's just okay, this isn't a let's just make it a jacket now, all right? It's a jacket. It's not an opinion, it's just a jacket, because I'm cold. Okay. Just breathing out my coldness. It's just a construct. I'm not cold. I am cold. Just admit it. Just admit that I'm cold. Put on my jacket. Okay, that's better. We're going back to the van. I'm going to Santa Cruz. I want to do some writing. Might write a book for you. I might not. I don't know if it's going to happen. We'll see. I've been writing it for 10 years. Will it finish? I don't know. This being of you, it's growing and expanding. I'm so excited for you and your journey. Good luck, friend. I'm here to support you. Enjoy your journey. Keep moving forward. Keep breaking down this I to become closer to this whole one. Okay, I got to climb up this steep hill. I need both my hands. So bye. Until next time. Bye, friends.